In this video, I'm going to go over what my costs living as a nomad in Bangkok, Thailand are for 1 month. Now, prices have been rising all over Bangkok, so we're going to go over everything from food, cafes, gyms, wellness centers, transportation, and much, much more. So stick around to the end where I give my whole summary of what I spent. Let's get it! Hey guys, JB here from Nomad Life, where this channel is providing a strategic blueprint for online entrepreneurs on where to live, grow, and optimize your life to support your dream lifestyle. As a tech nomad based out of Dubai, where I spend 6 months of the year, the other 6 months I live away, mostly in Asia, and I choose Thailand kind of as my second home, where I spend up to 3 months every year. And in Bangkok, 1 month. And I've been coming here for over 15 years, so I know it pretty well. So let's kick it off and go over my price list. So first thing, I actually want to give you guys a little room tour. So here we go. It's a super nice room here at Goose Living in Phra Khanong. Massive bed. Got the closet area over here. Then if we turn around, they have this really cool skylight area with lamps in it, and it kind of goes all the way down, like a bunch of floors, and then all the way up to the skylight. Desk area, which I'm actually going to put the other chair there to work. Here we have a great washroom, nice sink, and a massive walk-in shower, which is amazing. And they also give us this really amazing like lavender body wash. It smells really good. I'm in love with it. This place also has a really nice cafe downstairs for working and everything. Also, just outside there's night market, tons of food areas, and it's only 3 metro stops away from the big mall area where a lot of the tourists are and the craziness. Also Soy 11's down there. So it's super convenient, easy, and it's an area I love to be. So this room costs around $37 a night or $1,110 a month. Not the cheapest you can find. Normally I'll do like an Airbnb or something, but it's an area I really like, and it's a really cool boutique hotel, which I like as well. All right, let's talk about what I spend on food, and this is my second biggest expense as I eat out every single meal. I don't have a kitchen in the place I'm currently at. Now, if I rent an apartment, I will have a kitchen. Sometimes I'll make boiled eggs in the morning, but for this month, I decided no kitchen, and I'm eating out every single meal. Now for myself, I do intermittent fasting where I'll skip out on breakfast. And since I'm a tech nomad, then I'll go to cafes every day for work, working on my IT business, etc. And at these cafes, my go-tos are basically Doi Chang in a soak. I love the Office in Tonglors, K's in Chit Lom, and also even the Starbucks right here at the W District. Even Goose Living downstairs where I'm staying, really good breakfast. So I'll spend a lot more on, let's say, a lunch or breakfast, and then I'll spend less when it comes to dinner, where I'll generally go to, let's say, some night markets. There's a great one in Asok. There's also a great night market here where there's a lot of Thai food, and you're spending more around like $3 to $5 a meal. Whereas for breakfast or lunch, let's just call it brunch, I'll be spending more around 10, 12, 15 sometimes if I'm getting a drink and food. The last thing I do is grab delivery if I'm kind of just want to stay in or if I'm working from home. And that can be really cheap. I actually just ordered pad krapao, which is like minced pork, basil with a bit of spice and rice and egg. And that only costs 50 baht, which is like $1.50 US. So yeah, it can be really reasonable priced. And overall, when I added everything up for the whole month, I spent $18 a day, which added up to around $540 a month just for food. Hey guys, I'm about to run to my gym in Ekamai, which is about 7 minutes away, but I thought we'd talk about SIM cards and the cost of SIM cards. So don't get a SIM card at the airport because it's generally a ripoff. First thing you do when you take a taxi to downtown Bangkok is go to a 7-Eleven. And in 7-Eleven, ask them for a true 5G Thai version SIM card. If you don't ask for the Thai version, they'll give you the tourist version, and it will cost 700 baht a month for unlimited data for the tourist version. But for the Thai version, it's actually half the price. So 350 baht, or roughly $10.87 US for unlimited data for 1 month. And yeah, great deal. Little travel hack for you guys. Just rolling up to my gym right now in Accommodation, and the place is called the Fitness Platinum. Really solid gym, tons of equipment with proper squat racks, free weights, and tons of machines. They have bench press, everything. The best time to come to the gym is definitely in the afternoon. It's way less busy. I usually work in the mornings and then come around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. As for price, a 1-month membership is about $55 US, but if you're planning to stay longer, it gets much cheaper, especially if you commit to a full year. All right, so let's talk about recovery and wellness. And since I'm working from a desk all day, normally in coffee shops, and sometimes the tables aren't perfect height where your back is straight and I'm bent over. And if I'm going to the gym, I tend to like to get a massage at least 1 time a week. And it costs around 350 baht, and then I'll add in another 100 baht on top of it as a tip, which is like a $3 tip, and it costs in total around $14 per massage. And I'll do that once a week, so that costs around $55 a month. All right, now let's talk about transportation and how I get around. Mostly I do walking or take the metro. So if I'm going to the Commons in Tongloor, it's about a 20-minute walk. If I'm going to my gym in Accommodation, it's about a 7-minute run. So I'm doing a lot of walking and I don't take too much transportation. But if I'm going somewhere a little further, like a Sok or Chitlom, going to K's Cafe or something, then I take the metro, and that costs roughly around 80 cents a trip. So there and back, about $1.60. In a week, I would say about $8 a week on the metro. And actually, I just top up my Rabbit card with a couple 100 baht a week, and it basically is fine. And then runs out, I'll top it up again. The other thing I'll take is Grab or Bolt. I basically just kind of compare the two when I'm looking for motor rides. And basically I do maybe like 3 or 4 rides a week. It really depends if there's surge pricing, etc., what time of day you're going. But it can range anywhere from like $2 to $6 per ride. I'm not going that far, like maybe 15-minute moto will only be like $5. So in a month, I spend about $67 on Grab or Bolt motos. So combined together, spend about $30 on the metro a month and $67 on Grabs for a month. So that comes out to $97 per month. All right, so let's talk about nightlife and entertainment. Now for myself, I don't really go out too much. If I do, maybe it's once a week to a bar. I'll watch some sports. Occasionally I'll go to a nightclub, like I went to Levels the other day. And normally I'm spending around $30 a week, let's say, on going out for a drink or to a nightclub or something like that. I don't really drink much myself because I prefer not being hungover and I like working. So yeah, about 30 bucks a night on nightlife. Maybe you're buying a few drinks for friends, etc. A beer normally costs around like $5-6 in the higher end places. If you're going to like a cheaper bar, maybe like $3 a beer, you can sometimes find it for $2. So not too expensive. And yeah. All right, and something that everybody should have is travel insurance or some form of insurance. I know before, when I wasn't out of Dubai, I was on Safety Wing, but now I live in Dubai. And with Dubai, it's mandatory to actually have health insurance. And I do a little bit of a higher standard one, which gets me into all the American doctors and everything like that, and the big American hospitals and German hospitals, etc. And so that cost me about $150 a month. Now, I'll make more videos on setting up a company in Dubai, what the process is you need to do in future videos, but that's just one item that they actually do cover me for traveling is the insurance. And yeah, so $150 a month on insurance. And lastly, we have other expenses. So that comes with shopping, that comes with going to the pharmacy or going to 7-Eleven, getting some more waters, etc. So that kind of roughed out to $186 for the month. I did end up buying this LA hat, which costs about $40, New Era. It's real, so it costs American prices for the hat, but yeah, I went to the pharmacy because I wasn't feeling well, bought some ibuprofen. I also bought some contact solution. Yeah, and so that total for the month, $186. All right, all in all, let's add up everything together. And for myself, I basically have no limitations. I eat what I want. I live in a nice place. I spend altogether $2,323 for the month if we added everything together. Now, you can live a lot cheaper than that. If you could get a place for basically half the price. You could eat Thai food only, and you could probably live here for around $1,200. But for my comfort, and I basically eat whatever, I spend around $2,323, which is probably half of what I spend living in Dubai. Anyways, that's it for me. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to be adding more videos probably once weekly. So anyways, peace out. Later.